Kenny Chesney Beer in Mexico on B105. It is the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. And we got the B105 Buzz brought to you by East Central Energy, member-owned, homegrown, community-focused since 1936. If you don't mind, I would like to start today because...
Please do.
There's a story. I don't know if anybody missed this. This happened the other day, Friday. Fox 21 had the scoop on it, so hats off to them on it because I didn't really see anywhere else. But a woman was electrocuted at the Edgewater. And her daughter, too.
Oh, my gosh.
So they were going, she grabbed the door to the gate to go to the outdoor whirlpool area, and then she says she was shocked, and so much that, you know, if you get electrocuted, sometimes your muscles will clench up, you can't let go. So she couldn't let go of the door. Well, then her daughter tried to get her hand off of it, and then she got electrocuted, too.
Oh, my gosh.
So then some, hero, basically, came running out, saw what was happening, and pushed her to the ground so she wouldn't be electrocuted anymore.
Wow.
And they were brought to the hospital. I haven't heard any updates on any of that, but...
I hadn't seen anything about that.
She was hospitalized on Friday afternoon, but then I never saw a follow-up on it. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get some answers of what happened there. They're investigating it. It's crazy.
Wow. Okay, well, hopefully,
I've been electrocuted before. It's not fun.
No.
Like crispy hair. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Bad wiring.
There's a story there.
Actually, it's been happening to me 3 or 4 times.
Wow. Okay, well, we'll
my electric personality.
That's it. We'll dive deeper into that at a different time. But I want to mention this because even though Bentleyville is very far away, I saw on Facebook that they're teasing something for this year's event. It's a new building. Looks nice. Windows, everything like that. They asked people, what do you think this is?
Is it portable? Like they set it up there or what?
It looks portable. There's only a few photos. You can see them, b105country.com.
I'm looking right now.
I can't answer that per se, but some of the things that this is not, because they did respond to a bunch of people and they said nobody has got it right yet. It's not a sleigh, not a reindeer barn, it's not a cookie stand, it's not a gingerbread house, it's not a stage, but it is a new addition for this year. So
a walking taco stand, though, sounds fantastic.
I know. I thought of you when I wrote that because somebody was like, oh, I think a walking taco stand would be fabulous. And I'm like, respect to you because... I mean, that is not what popped into my mind, but
it's out of a shipping container.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, neat. We'll find out.
It looks nice. I would move in there because the housing market is crazy. I'm like, look at those windows. That looks good.
Going to have to evict Lauren in November, though. That's the problem.
I know. Temporary.
You could brand yourself as a real Bentleyville elf, and what? In a good way. They have elves there.
Okay. Is that like a short joke?
It's not a short joke.
Okay.
I was coming up with ideas. All right. Anyway, I will share my confession with you.
Yeah, you will.
In a couple minutes. Yeah, I will. Okay, minutes away here. B105. It's a Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. We got Lauren's Country Lowdown here on B105.
Yeah. So there's a lot of juicy stories. I gotta kind of spread out the tea. Elle King, you pointed out, so thank you for the heads up, that she was on a podcast, and I didn't see too much about this, but she was on Chelsea Handler's podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's the one it was on, right?
Yeah, so it's called the Dear Chelsea podcast if you want to listen to the entire thing and hear Elle tell her story in her own words. But she said that she hasn't said much because she really just needed to take a step back because she faced so much backlash that she said she was almost scared. Mm-hmm. Which I get because everyone was so upset with her and mad at her, and I feel like no matter what she would have said, people probably would have still done that.
Yeah, sometimes it's better just shut up.
Yeah, so she said that she'd been going through something very heavy and traumatic in her life at that time. She doesn't say what it is, but she did say it was just a really big day dealing with what she was going through. She said she's still going through it. She said whatever it was, because we don't know, left her with PTSD, so she was a shell of herself. She said she had not slept or had a full meal in days because she was just so overwhelmed in dealing with this. And then also she said actually it was supposed to be a different headliner, but there was a snowstorm in Nashville, and so she was asked a few hours before to headline and sing.
Yeah, still.
Yeah. So she said she did the first performance, and she said it went perfect, and then she went and did some shots, and because she was really stressed and hadn't had a lot to eat, that she blacked out. She said she woke up crying in the dressing room of the Grand Ole Opry. She said she hand wrote an apology to the Opry And to Dolly, she said Dolly was not mad at all. Dolly said, you're just a human. Totally fine. And yeah, she said that she didn't even know what happened until after the fact when she saw the video everywhere.
Oh.
Which is a sick feeling, I'm sure.
Terrifying.
Yeah, so she says she doesn't drink anymore before she goes on stage, and she says it's actually made her, a better performer and everything like that. But she definitely laid it all out there in this podcast, so highly recommend if you're a big fan that you check it out. Again, it's the Dear Chelsea podcast by Chelsea Handler.
The other thing, too, is I was thinking about when it happens, Elle King lost a lot of weight recently.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. And alcohol hits you a lot different when you lose a lot of weight.
Well, I think, too, if she said, I hadn't had a lot to eat or I haven't slept well, I'm sure that also...
there's a bunch of factors there, but either way, I wish the best for her. And, I think
absolutely.
She learned her lesson on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. So Lainey Wilson, she was just named the ACM Entertainer of the Year, and she did an interview with Taste of Country Nights, and she said one thing that she's never going to stop doing is dreaming up things for herself, because obviously she's had an insane few years winning Entertainer of the Year at the CMAs and the ACMs. And she said her dreams she still dreams big. She's checked a lot of boxes, but she says as she checks these boxes, she thinks of new dreams, like her bar in Nashville. So love the interview. You can hear it now, B105country.com, and then stay tuned for your first Tim McGraw code at 8:20.
Thank you, Lauren. Lots to get. B105, Northland's number one for new country. It's Ken and Lauren. 7:10 laugh-off coming up. I got an idea today.
Okay.
I haven't really worked this out with you yet.
Okay.
Meeting in progress. 7:10 laugh-off.
Yep.
We got extra prizes to give away.
We have a lot to give away. I think we're on the same wavelength right now.
Let's give away something with the 7:10 laugh-off.
We have Dublin Pub comedy tickets.
Yeah. We also got some Taco Jones sitting around there somewhere.
We do. And we have Harbor Monster tickets.
Oh, wow.
I was thinking we give those away with one-on-one with Lauren, though, on Thursday, because that's sporty.
Sporty? Okay. Well, yeah. We'll discuss.
And I'll lose. Yeah.
There's nothing for you to lose.
That's true.
You don't
There's
lose.
nothing at stake for
me.
Nothing
at stake.
No skin in the game. But yes, I agree. We'll figure it out by 7:10.
Okay. We've got minutes here. All right, B105, stick around. Good morning, the 7:10 laugh-off here on B105.
Okay, so you won yesterday. You get to decide who goes first.
I want you to go first.
Okay, so this was sent in by somebody. Shout out to Sherry. It's a nice little warm-up joke. Ken, did you hear about the fire at the circus? It was intense.
Sounds like a good old circus joke.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Thank you, Sherry.
Sure. I got a couple of good ones for you, Lauren. I'm going to get you today.
Okay.
Lauren, my boss asked me why I only get sick on work days. I said it must be my weekend immune system.
It's relatable. Never mind. Okay. Ken, why did the banana keep failing his driving test? He just kept peeling out.
Saw that coming.
I can relate to that.
Nice. Okay. Lauren, what do sprinters eat before a race? Nothing. They fast. Get it?
Yep.
You didn't laugh at that one?
No.
I thought that would get you because, you're running for grandmas and all that.
I am. I'm trying to pretend I'm not. What do you call a pig that can tell you all about his ancestors? History in the bacon. History in the bacon.
I got it.
Okay.
That was a good one.
You just didn't laugh.
No. Okay.
That was tough for me, but that's okay.
Was that your last joke?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. We might have to have everybody decide on this one. Lauren, did you know that Sylvester Stallone is on his third marriage? Oh, his first was Rocky. His second was Rocky 2.
I love a good celebrity movie joke, so you got that. Oh, I'm annoyed because I forgot that I looked up Bigfoot jokes because it's Ken's Weird News today. But the good news is that I can just use them tomorrow.
Okay, well, perfect. Well, there you go. 7:10 laugh-off.
Let's give out some tickets to Comedy Night at Dublin. For anybody that wants to maybe tell us a little joke. Tell us who the true winner of the 7:10 laugh-off was.
Well, I think I won, but if you want to argue that I didn't,
no, you won fair and square with your.
Well, that's okay,
But if you want to go to Dublin Pub Comedy Night,
we'll look you up right now.
Yeah, we will.
Give us a call, 727-B105. We got your brain teaser question. That's coming up next here on The Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. Good morning, 7:19, and let's do the brain teaser question today. Your chance to win some Papa Murphy's.
Yeah, so yesterday's quick. 1 in 9 people admit to doing this at a restaurant. The answer, chewing with their mouth open.
Okay.
There you go. Ken, you might be able to relate to this, so you can give a little hint. 1 in 3 people who own one of these have a name for it. What is it?
The old name and everything, you know? Yeah.
It's not your car, although I named my car.
What's your name of your car?
Spencer.
Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable.
You gotta have a name.
What's the name of that actor, Spencer? What?
Matthew Gray Goobler.
Matthew Gray.
I was hoping to find him in California, but didn't happen. Anyways, 1 in 3 people who own one of these have a name for it.
Didn't we have this question a while back?
I don't think so. Although we do this every day, 5 days a week, 4 weeks a month, 12 months a year, so it's possible.
I think we, okay, well, fine. I don't know how to give a clue for this. 1 in 3 people who own one of these have a name for it. 727-B105. Just
it's not a car, but it's a hobby.
Oh, okay, sure.
Does that give it away?
Right.
Whatever.
Right. Well, we'll see. A call now. Good luck. With John. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. Here we go.
Okay.
We got your brain teaser question. Take it away, Lauren.
1 in 3 people who own one of these have a name for it. What is it?
Okay. I feel like we've had this, but that's okay. Let's go to the phone. See what we got. See if we can get an answer.
Okay.
All right.
There's so many questions.
I know. Hi, B105. What's your guess?
Hey, Ken, how you doing?
Good.
Morning, one. Hey, is it a car, a vehicle?
Not a vehicle of any sort.
You did just ask this question a couple weeks ago when Lauren wasn't there.
Did we? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, maybe she wasn't here. Yeah, because I was talking about something else. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wasn't home.
All right. Well, thanks for confirming I'm not crazy.
I'm gonna keep trying. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah,
bye.
keep trying.
Okay. So I remember now. You weren't here.
That's crazy that I had the same question.
I know. It's almost like we're finding them on the same place.
I was going to say connected, but that's okay. That works too.
So I said this. So this was my clue. I said Willie's coming to town.
Yeah.
She's going to be here in a couple of days, right?
Yeah.
And I said he names this. He's got a name for this. That was my clue.
Okay.
And also, if you heard the question a couple of weeks ago, how do you not know the answer?
Well, I was going to say I don't want to call you out, Herm, but how do you remember that, but then not what it is? So this is a hobby. It's not your car. It's nothing like that. It's something that is probably like sacred to you. And Ken has one of these. I have one of these.
1 in 3 people who own one of these have a name for it.
You just got a new one of these, didn't you? Somewhat recently.
New to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's take some more calls here. See what we got.
Okay.
Trouble phone. Hi, 105. What's your guess?
Is it a guitar?
Yeah, it's an instrument or a guitar or something like that.
Oh, I thought you said car.
No, guitar.
Yeah, guitar. Yeah, right. Okay.
You are correct.
Hey, who's this?
Nikki.
Hey, Nikki, hang on a second, okay? You've got, what do we got for Nikki?
Papa Murphy's.
Papa Murphy's, right.
How could you forget, Ken?
I don't know.
You're like their number one fan. Nikki, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm Papa Murphy's number one fan.
Well, you're very passionate about this prize pack.
I like pizza. What can I say? And I like pizza on my terms.
Yeah.
What I like?
What?
Well, here's the deal. I have a problem with when I hate. I'm a very impatient person. I don't know if you know this about me. But, like, when I order pizza and I'm waiting for it, I hate waiting for it. That's why I love Papa Murphy's, because I can cook it whenever I want to cook
it.
See?
Pizza on Ken's terms.
Pizza on my
Ken's
terms.
world, we're just living in it. That might be the quote of the week. Really might.
I like pizza, but on my terms. Okay, well, whatever.
Well, all right, congratulations, Nikki.
726 B105. Okay, a little weird here.
Okay. Well, we're a little weird in general, but
this is strange, and this is kind of sick. Well, very sick, not kind of sick. Yeah,
okay.
This is something.
It's interesting.
This is the headline. I'll give you the headline. This could be for some jerk, too.
Okay.
Satanists feared to return to Hampshire village 70 years after witch moved out. You ever heard of the witch Sybil Leek?
No.
Never talked about witches.
No. Can you read that headline again? That was a lot to take in.
Satanists feared to have returned to Hampshire Village 70 years after a witch moved out.
That's a lot.
There's been a bunch of...
That's a lot.
This is a place between... this is over in the UK, Southampton and Bournemouth. I've never been. But they've had a bunch of really weird sacrificial animal killings and slayings and stuff that have happened.
I'm not into
farm animals and sheep and stuff. It's really weird. But it's really reminiscent of something that happened 70 years ago in the 1950s.
Oh.
There was a witch. She said she was a white witch. Her name, she identified as a witch. I don't know if she really was a witch, but I mean, she did really weird stuff.
Yeah, I never read about that stuff.
Her name was Sybil Leek, and she said that she was a descendant of one of the witches back from the 1600s. I don't know.
That's scary that she knows that and whatnot. Yeah, that's a little too real. You know, I don't like to dive into that.
And I don't want to go into the details so much, but if you look it up, you can look it up. Just look up.
Right.
But I mean, the animals have been missing. There's a pentagram sprayed on a sheep. Here. You see that over there?
If I saw that, I would never run faster.
It's weird
scary.
stuff, and this stuff was happening back in the 1950s. Now it's happening again, so they're like, what's going on?
Right.
The community is shook by this.
Scary.
Weird stuff, huh?
Yeah, maybe she's a nice person, but I don't like that. I don't want to.
She moved to America years ago. Nobody knows what happened to her. I mean, I would imagine that, she was, I don't know. I mean, at 70, she was middle-aged then. That was 70 years ago.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. It's weird stuff.
That's very weird.
The community is shook. They're trying to figure out what's going on.
And, there's lots of conspiracy surrounding this type of thing because it's like rocks and whatever pentagrams when they show up. Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that. What's that all about?
I don't know. Haven't you seen Blair Witch Project?
Oh, I can't watch that. I spend too much time in the woods.
Yeah, no, please don't watch it.
I remember watching that. First time I watched it, I was at Alex's house in the middle of the woods in Britt, Minnesota at night. I think it was Y2K even, and I'm like, I can't watch this kind of stuff. Because I go outside and it's like, it's going to happen to me.
I mean, I think it's fake, but it was very scary at the time. But it's still scary. It's still scary.
Yeah,
you got to be careful. You don't want to let that stuff into your life.
I'm all tangled up over here all of a sudden. It's happening already.
You're flustered because you're
flustered.
Thinking about it.
That's a good word. Should be my Twitter handle.
Ken Hayes 12345.
Flustered. 741 B105. Luke Combs. Lawrence Country Lowdown on B105. What's happening?
So it was, I don't even know the exact date, but it was very recently that we learned Lainey Wilson was replacing Florida Georgia Line's bar in Nashville, right?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so it already has an opening date.
Oh, that's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, so they probably didn't do any major construction or anything inside of it.
Probably just redecorated.
Right. So she just shared a video, and she said that her new bar, Bell Bottoms Up Bar, will be open for business May 31st. She even gave a little tour inside with her cute dog. She's also kicking off her tour in Nashville that weekend. But that was fast. It was obviously in the works for a while, but that is a quick turnaround.
Have you ever seen the movie the TV show Bar Rescue?
I love Bar Rescue.
Do you really?
And I don't know why.
It's because of the drama.
Thanks, Ken.
I mean, really, it's got to be.
And, yeah, because what's the host's name again?
John Taffer, yeah.
Very savage. I also like Restaurant Impossible, even though I'm scared of most food. It's just so entertaining. It's just so entertaining.
My whole point was they can turn around a bar pretty quick, so why wouldn't they do that in
I guess so. Yeah. So anyways, you can read more about the bar, b105country.com. We don't know too much about it yet, but what we do know, you can check out there. So Carrie Underwood, she just shared a throwback photo that has everybody emotional because, the season 22 winner of American Idol was just crowned over the weekend, Abby Carter. And Carrie shared a throwback photo of herself from the day of her American Idol audition. She said contestant number 14887 received her golden ticket to Hollywood. And then she said, I can't believe it's been 20 years since auditioning for American Idol. And then there's a photo of her holding her golden ticket while she's on her flip phone.
Oh, wow.
And that's just crazy. I mean, it's crazy what she has accomplished.
I remember.
Yeah.
What was the guy that she was? Was it Bo Bice?
It was Bo Bice.
I remember that. I actually...
Bo Bice.
Back in the day, I wanted Bo Bice to win.
Really?
I was a Bo Bice fan.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm not now.
A Bo Bice fan.
I just picked the wrong. I didn't realize how Carrie could have.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah. She did okay. She did okay for herself, you know?
Think about it. The song Before He Cheats, almost 20 years old.
I don't want to think about that.
I think that was like 05, 06.
I love how I used to sing that whenever, I don't know how old I was, like 11, and I just felt it so passionately.
Oh my gosh.
But it came out. It was a good song. It still is. Anyways.
That's wild.
Yeah. See that photo, B105country.com, and then our first Tim McGraw code is coming up at 8:20.
Yeah, half hour from now, right? Mm-hmm. Lauren's Country Lowdown. Thank you very much. I'm still shocked that you were like a tween when that...
No. I don't even think I was a tween yet. When did it come out? 2005?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I was a tween. I was 13.
That's teenage.
Yeah. Very angsty back then.
Bailey Zimmerman, where it ends on B105. It's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. We're looking at some rain today, and yeah, we could see a couple inches of rain by the time this is all said and done. So be careful about that with some flash flooding risks and stuff like that in most of the listening area. So be aware. Eli Young Band right now. 5 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren, and Library Laura is here.
Hello.
Sprinting down the streets, Ferry Street.
You sprinted. You did not need to go that hard.
It is impossible to sprint in clogs. Come on.
Okay.
Well, you were power walking really fast.
I was power walking.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you made it.
Yes.
Here to talk about different things going on at Duluth Library.
Yeah, had to make it before the rain. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff coming up. We've got a great event for teens and tweens tonight in the in the teen space at the main library. Crafting going on. Superior Street level, you can do some crafts, have some snacks, hang out with people your own age. You know, instead of parents or others who just don't get you.
We're in that period.
We are, aren't we?
Yeah, I got a teenager that, yeah. Oh boy.
That's for grades 6 to 12. Starts at 4 o'clock, goes till 7 at the main library. And then a really cool event. This is a new one. It's happening Thursday at the West Duluth Branch Library. It's called Lend Me Your Gear. It's going to be a nice little introduction to finding free resources in Duluth. So if you don't know of all of the different lending resources that are available, like tools, gardening supplies, sports equipment, these are some of the tips and tricks you're going to get to maybe save some money, find out if you want to invest in your own supplies someday. And then you can join us to see what's available.
I wonder if they got a tile saw I could borrow there. At the...
I'm going to go no.
I may know where you could get a tile saw.
Uh-oh.
Like my tile saw back.
You got a big project coming up here, Ken?
I just don't want to forget that I have it.
I was going to say, if you don't give it back, he will forget it in 10 years. He'll circle back.
The reason why he doesn't have his tile saw back yet is because we're replacing the saw blade.
Oh, okay.
So,
that's nice.
Yeah. Well, you know, you borrow something like a tile saw and
you need tiles.
And you do lots
thousands of square feet of tile. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's so funny.
But yep. Okay. So yeah, tile saw maybe. So that's
just subtle.
Thursday starts at 6. It's at the West Duluth Branch Library. And then a surefire sign that summer is just around the corner. We're already talking about the Duluth Public Library's Friends of the Library book sale.
Oh, that's coming already.
It's coming up,
Yay.
Yes. Monday, June 10th is going to be the members only. So if you're a member of the Friends of the Duluth Public Library, you get to shop on Monday. If you're not a friend yet, you can join, really just so you can shop the sale before everyone else can.
Right.
And that's actually a really good deal.
Okay.
So, otherwise the sale will begin Tuesday, June 11th, and we're very excited. This is a huge fundraiser, the biggest fundraiser that the Friends of the Duluth Public Library have, and the Friends are a great organization that they literally turn around and give everything they raise to the library to fund programs and fun stuff for everyone.
Like the stuff we've been talking about.
Exactly.
Wow, full circle.
Couldn't do it without the Friends.
Well, that's great. And coming up June 11th.
Coming up June 11th, you're a friend. You can shop a day early.
Love it.
Well, Library Laura, thank you for coming in. And we're going to want to find out if we missed anything you're talking about. Where do they go?
DuluthLibrary.org.
I'm there right now. I'm looking at Lend Me Your Gear, finding free resources.
Yeah, you're looking for that tile saw, okay?
Actually, I don't know if I ever want it back because I don't want to tile anything ever again.
I don't blame
you're
you.
getting out of helping people tile stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. It's like, yeah. Okay, well, we'll talk to you next week, right?
Sounds good. Thank you.
8:15 on the Breakfast Club. That Tim McGraw flyaway code coming up next. Hey, Let's go see Tim McGraw in L.A., huh?
Yeah, let's do it. So, your code is 751. It's brought to you by Pete's Trailer Sales in Rice Lake. We'll throw in hotel airfare, spending cash, and you can go see him at the Kia Forum. So type 751 into our app.
Right now, 751. There you go. We'll have another one for you. 1020 here with B105. Rascal Flats, Life is a Highway on B105. It's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren, and we've got this is a story that upsets me.
Okay.
Because it's scary about what's happening with AI.
Yeah, it is kind of scary because I fell for my first AI thing.
Oh, what was that?
It was like a picture of Katy Perry at the Met Gala, and I was like, oh, best dressed. And then like the next day, it was like, that was fake. And it looked so real.
We can't tell if anything is real anymore. You really can't.
No, you got to be careful.
Scarlett Johansson's now taking legal action against ChatGPT with their OpenAI because they had asked her months ago to be the voice of a new AI voice that they were doing. Because, you know, she had that movie, she played the AI. It was Her. You know, remember that one?
Yeah, what was that called?
Her. It was the name
it was
of the
called
movie.
Her.
That was the name of the movie.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and then he even used that, alluding to this new voice. It's called Sky Voice on ChatGPT. Well, she said that she told them no, she didn't want to do the voice. She wasn't going to do the deal or whatever. And so they went ahead though, and they made a voice that's so similar to her that that her friends and family can't even tell the difference.
So, do they need her permission to do that? Like, I just don't even get how this works and how
nobody knows right now. We need laws in place.
Yeah.
We need legislation in place for this. We need to have some laws against what AI can and can't do because, you know, you probably seen these on Facebook where like, ooh, movies you might want to see are like, oh, they didn't. That's fake. It's AI, and people are falling for it constantly.
Well, I'm just wondering too, like if they use a voice similar to her voice but not her voice. Like, there's just so much. There's so much gray area, you know. So
like they could be listening right now. Well, not probably, you know, AI is listening, but then they could take you or my voice and they could emulate it easily.
Right. And
this is not like, oh, in a couple of years. I mean, this is happening now. It has been happening. The deep fake stuff is really like they had Joe Biden's voice was being used in phone calls for primaries. I think that should be illegal.
Yeah, especially when it comes to something like, you know, the president and politics. Yeah,
heavy penalties for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's scary.
And by the way, it's not a political thing. I'm saying with anything.
No, it's not. It's like, but with something that big, it's like, there's got to be something in place. They got to do something about it. It's scary. I didn't want to believe it was actually like AI was actually happening.
It's been here for a long time. It's now just becoming into private hands, and its companies are now selling it to everyday people. And I think that's a terrible idea. But that's just me.
Yep, I would agree with you there.
I don't mean like, you know, Rise Against the Machines or Terminators. Brad Paisley, she's everything on B105. We'll see you later. You have a great day.
Have a great day.
I think it's time for me to.
I definitely will be drinking multiple iced coffees today.
Oh, it's your Tuesdays, right?
Yeah. I was behind 2 buses this morning, and I was going to text you and be like, don't wait up.
Oh, school buses?
Yeah, school buses.